Oh, hey, thanks for coming to Pop's Happy Place. Really appreciate you coming to visit me. Listen, I'm about to show you how I made my fermenter. Changed it from the fermentation to a really nice cabinet fermentation chamber that I can be proud of. Listen, what I've done is I'm creating this fermenter, a cabinet that is precious. Basically, I can do my fermentations in there, and it's climate controlled, and it's very nice for my fermentations, and it just makes it real easy for the yeast to do what they need to do. And it's something that's very important in the beer making process. You can do some other things like meads and stuff. They're not quite, I don't think, as temperature sensitive as the beers are, but a lot of the different yeasts that you're using in your beers, they tend to be very, very sensitive to different heats. So if you're using a lager yeast, they can be very, very temperamental about how hot you get them. In this case, you're pressure fermenting, and then sometimes you can go a little hotter, but you get some different flavors and stuff sometimes by going with a little hotter and a little, pressures. So it's up to you guys. You can ferment this stuff in an old closet, just a bucket, keep it nice, about 75 degrees, 70 degrees. Wrap a blanket around it, keep it warm, and you put out pretty good beer. But if you're going to get into a little more advanced stuff and you want to have a little better beer, you got to start looking at creating a chamber or some way to control the temperature. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to show you. This started off with the case that I got from work. This is an old plywood storage thing they had at work that I brought home. Did some work to it, had an idea, started working on it, and it's actually turned out to be something pretty nice. So it ends up keeping everything on my climate control with my heat. I can heat it up with a little heater blanket. I'm working on getting some cooling stuff so that I can cool it back down, and I can cold crash and have a cold beer in there by, when I go to keg it, it's already cold crashed and cold. Everything will all be automated, and it's in time. That's where we're going. But just please pay attention to the end. You'll see what happens, and you'll see how I built it. Anyways, if you find anybody that might be interested in this, go ahead and share it with them. Let them know. But again, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I do ask you to like, subscribe, push the notification bell. That way, when I put out a new video, you'll have an idea when it's coming out or when it's came out. And put any comments, any that you think that I might do a little different. Maybe it'll make it a little better. Hey, everybody's got great ideas. Again, have a great day, and God bless. Thanks for visiting. Alright, quick one here, guys. Just finished her up. Thought I would share with everybody. This is my where I do my fermenting. It's insulated. The insulation actually came with the crate. I set the temperature. We're working on getting some of my temperature control out of this. Getting a pump, go up into the fermenter. Got storage on this side. Got to put some bottles and exposer back behind there. But again, old storage crate. Gonna be brew area. But again, I think it turned out pretty nice. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click subscribe and make sure you leave any comments. Thanks.